Well, open your damn eyes in. It's the old-timey country down-home red state update podcast and them. Coming to you from a bunker underneath Jackie's Market in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. And here they are, both of them.
Hey there, thank y'all for listening to Red State Update. You're going to be extra glad you listened to this one, because I tell you what, we got a guest. We don't hardly do that. We're going to be talking to somebody on here, and a lot of you probably already know who he is, because he does the music. He's a friend and member of the family at Red State Update. He does the music that plays when we're done talking about the awful stuff in the world. He plays some music that kind of lifts your spirits. Oh, thank goodness that's over. This is better. I'd rather hear this music right now than hear all that hell, awful mess that they were talking about earlier. So I like this music, and then when the music's over, then the sponsors come on. That's Seth Timbs does that right there, and we'll be talking to him on our sponsor segment today. So we'll be talking to him after we hear his song called Magic Cowboy. That's the name of it there. I guess technically he would be a sponsor today. Did he give you $25? Dunlap?
No, he said he'd get me later. You told me that he gave it to you, and you probably forgot about it. So.
No, I didn't give it to me.
He said he gave it to you, and you're supposed to give it to me. So I'll swing by and pick that up from you later.
The only thing good I heard, because I knew if he give it to you, I'd never see it again. So but you wouldn't lie about that. You just say, "Oh yeah, he gave it to me." I said, "Where's that?" I spin it.
Yeah, I wouldn't lie about that.
I know you wouldn't. I know.
But you do need to give me that $25 he swore that he'd give to you.
He didn't give it to me. I'm up there in age and have forgetful time, but I ain't that bad. Not with money.
That?
I ain't lying. He didn't give me $25. If he told you that, then he's lying. I hate to call a guest a liar.
Wow.
Well, if he told you that, then he is.
This is our 3 years, our second guest, and you're on here calling him a liar. Just because he's a musician doesn't mean that he's incapable of telling the truth.
I think you're the liar because I don't think he told you that. Because if he did, then he is lying. But I don't think he said it.
Keep going back to him lying. For a second there, I thought you was going to recenter on me. I was like, well, here we go. And we'll have to lie it into him. No. But then you go right back calling our guest a liar.
Well, I don't think he said that. I think you're the liar. I'll go back to that. We'll stay there, hover around that. I won't get into what he said or didn't say that I didn't hear. But if he didn't give you $25, good, because if he did, it'd be gone. I'd never see it. So, Seth, if you're listening, just give me a holler. Let me know when you get that $25 to us. But we appreciate having you on for a sponsor. It's good talking to you. We enjoyed it. And enjoy your music a lot, too. We're fans of Seth's music, and we appreciate letting him use it on here. I don't think that he's a liar. If he did say that, then maybe he's confused or something. You know, you're accusing me of having old man problems. Young people have problems these days. Young people forget stuff all the time. They do.
Yeah, like I forgot that you're liable to keep money for yourself when we're a partnership.
I ain't never done that. You ain't one to talk. Every time that anybody ever gave you $25, I ain't hardly ever seen it. None.
Jackie, you're a liar and you are a debtor because you owe me $25.
I don't owe you nothing. And I ain't no liar. Didn't do no lying on here.
Seth Timbs' new album is Easy Answers, available on sethtimbs.bandcamp.com. We'll give more commercials for Seth later on when we're talking to him. I'm Dunlap, the man, the person that you hear trying to swindle me out of $25, which I rightfully owned. Owed at least half of it.
Half of it, yeah, but I ain't got none of it. So, no, I didn't swindle nothing.
It's Jackie Broles.
Yep. I can introduce myself. Thank you. Hey, everybody. My name's Jackie Broles. Welcome to Red State Update.
How many years you been doing that now? 17?
Something like that. Closer to, 2. Well, I mean, I didn't do it before we started doing this. And then, so, it had
it wouldn't have made sense.
It wouldn't have made sense if I was just doing it myself at work. in bed or sitting in a chair or something, that wouldn't make no sense. I just do it for this. Yeah, so I was about 17, 18 years, something like that.
Did you ever say it to Miss Brawls, my name's Jackie Brawls, welcome to bed?
No. Didn't need to introduce myself. She don't have Alzheimer's, she had a stroke. It's two different things. She remembers fine.
You basically just said, I don't have to introduce this dick.
What?
She remembers this, all right.
Watch your mouth. You watch your mouth. I ain't gonna listen to this on here. It's my wife. I don't need to introduce myself to my wife. She knows who I am. I don't know what you're talking about. Watch it.
I know
you watch it.
I bet she does.
You watch it.
She knows who you are.
Oh, I know she knows who I am. She's my wife. I've been married to her for 40-something, 50 years, something like that. I forget.
Yeah, I
it's
don't
been
know
a long
how
time.
old you are at this
Well,
point. You did say it in the store. I know we need to get to the news, but I was occasionally I'd say, hey there, I'm Jackie Brawls. Welcome to my store.
well, yeah, if there's somebody I hadn't seen before, if regular customers said, hey, I'll give them a change, put that in your pocket now. That's what I said, But if it was somebody new that was coming in the store for the first time and never seen him, said, hey, my name's Jackie Brawls, welcome to my store.
It was a little formal. What's the other person supposed to do? Yeah, well, looks nice.
Well, most of them just, where's the beer? They just want to know, where's the bathroom? Where's the beer?
Yeah.
You sell barbecue? Well, it says there on the sign. They ain't there to chit-chat, but I think just try to be polite either way.
Sometimes they come out of the bathroom like, don't you ever clean this thing?
Well, that used to be your job, so probably not.
My job started out being clean the bathroom, and then it kind of turned into just warning people not to go in there.
And you half the reason it's as bad as it is. Messing it up and then warning people. What's the point of cleaning it? You was in there how long getting it like it was to begin with? You come out of there once. I ain't cleaning that up. So what's going on? They said, I just used it. Said, clean up after yourself.
Well, the least I could do is warn people not to go in there.
Right.
I ain't going to. What do you want me to do? Get a mop and a bucket and some Mr. Bubbles or whatever?
Yep, that's how bathrooms are clean. I don't know about Mr. Bubbles, but Lysol, I think Mr. Bubbles a bubble. He's a Lysol, not Lysol.
Mr. Bubble is a
Mr. Clean. Mr. Clean's what I'm thinking of ball hitting.
What's the bubble that you clean pee off the toilet with?
I don't know the name. Mr. Bubbles is for a bubble bath, isn't it? That's a bubble with some eyes on it.
I tell you what, that sounds nice right now. Just leaning back, relaxing in a tub.
Sure, him.
The bathtub here is filthy, though. I can't take no bath in that.
Well, I ain't surprised, yeah.
Just god-awful. Plus, I got some shoes in there. I went out, but I was trying to buy some. It doesn't matter what I was trying to buy. But my dealer lives in his trailer out in the middle of this cow pasture, and used to not be no cows in there. Where somebody, his stepdaddy, somebody started putting cows in there again, and there's shit. Folks, listen, this is one of the most crucial times in American history. And I promise you, we're going to get to the news. And then we have a very important interview with a Murfreesboro native, musician, singer-songwriter, Seth Timbs, who has a really terrific new album out called Easy Answers, available on his Bandcamp and all the streaming sites. But my dealer's trailer is in this pasture, and usually you could just drive your car up, and now your car gets shit all over it, and there's fucking cows, and you think, well, they're just going to sit there and stare at you. But they can come at you. Or maybe I'm antagonizing them. It's sort of a blur. But I come home, I got 3 pairs of shoes. Sunday shoes, old tennis shoes, and real old tennis shoes. They're all caked in cow shit right now. So they're in a bathtub till I can figure out what to do about it.
Clean them off. Just wipe it off your feet. It's count. You pay it by to step into some animal mess. That's part of life. Part of life. Now, you out in the field, of course, you're going to step in it. But even if you want in the field, a dog mess, because no people are supposed to pick it up, but they don't always. All kind of animals make a mess that you're going to step in. That's just part of life. When you step in a mess, you wipe it off. You clean it off.
Just with this recession and inflation and Biden in the White House, it's just hard to buy shoes right now because also I'm spending so much money on drugs that I just don't know where to.
First off, you don't do drugs. I don't want to hear about it if you are.
It ain't bad drugs.
I don't care what it is.
Ones.
All drugs are bad. I don't like any of them. You need to don't buy new shoes. If you ain't got money to buy new shoes, you need to take care of the ones you got. If you got,
but these have calcium all
wipe
over
them
them.
off, clean them. Just clean the damn shoes. Anybody clean the shoes. Anybody can step in animal mess. Anybody can clean it off. Or so should be able to.
Clean them off before I throw them away or take them to Goodwill or what? I don't understand. Clean them off then get the new shoes. Then
I don't want to talk about. I don't want to talk about your shoes. I don't care anything about them. I don't care what's got kind of animal mess. Don't matter to me.
Right now I'm barefoot, which is a natural state for an old country boy like me. When I go out, I just wear 5 pairs of socks. But my circulation down here it's cutting. I take the socks off. I got that little sock ring on them.
Yeah, you're going to end up diabetes, which you're going to have a leg like that. Yeah.
I can't argue with you there. I want to, before we keep going with this political commentary, I do want to say, if you got some money, give it to our friends in Kentucky. Bad floods in eastern Kentucky. You probably heard about it. If you ain't heard about it, it ain't good. Death toll keeps going up. And as we're recording this, it's pretty bad. I know we miss a lot of natural disasters. We don't always get on here and say give money to. I think you can go to the Kentucky.gov. I think there's some. And if you go to, I mean, you could. Nowadays, I guess everybody just knows how to look at good places to go.
Well, Red Cross has always been good. Red Cross always, whatever you can do. It's awful up there. It's terrible. They are neighbors. And again, it's sad that there's so many damn natural disasters that you can't mention every single one of them. But this one's bad. And like I said, it's just right above us. And bless everybody's hearts. We're pulling for you. Anything you can do to help, please do.
If you don't, if you went through a natural disaster and we missed you, please don't take it personal. But yeah, people in Kentucky have been through enough. They got Mitch McConnell up there. They got Rand Paul. Imagine having Rand Paul as your senator, then going through something like this. On top of it, seems like Kentucky gets hit pretty hard all the time.
Well, he gets mad any time you give another state money. He throws a fit any time there's a natural disaster. He's one of the main ones.
We should give Kentucky money right now just to stick it to Rand Paul.
Well,
you can't hold. I mean, you can't hold Rand Paul. Rand Paul is in a league of his own, buddy. Like these assholes, these Mitch McConnells. Like I could give you a list of politicians who are assholes, who are holding up bills that'll protect gay marriage, who are holding up bills that'll help veterans.
Yeah.
Who've been exposed to some of the worst of that modern warfare can throw at you.
And in 9/11, people who went to save it, that did everything they could on that horrible day. Of course, we'll get into that. That's Trump's having a golf, tour in New Jersey, having a good time about that. But still, no, it's shameful. I don't know what they're getting out of that. That don't make any sense. I know they're throwing a fit. Because somebody, Schumer of all people, look, if Schumer was able to pull a fast one past me, I would be devastated too. I understand, Mr. McCall. I understand you're upset, but don't throw a fit and hold up that health care for veterans. What the hell's wrong with all y'all? They're throwing a fit over it. Of course, under Trump and the right wing voices that he listens to, and vice versa. the military's all woke and everything. Ain't nothing good about the military. They don't even like the military. I never thought I'd see the day well, Republicans would run down the military, but I've been watching that I don't know how long now. But you can run down the rest of the military, but these people right here, good God Almighty, what the hell's wrong with you?
There ain't no... Look, you and I both know this is no reason to withhold money from these people that deserve it. There's probably soldiers suffering that was in these burn pits who are also like, yeah, they really got me. Yeah. There's got to be at least a couple who would fist bump Ted Cruz. But that's no reason to say, no, you don't don't give it to the one who voted for Trump. Like, we can't do that. Like Rand Paul, plenty of people voted for Rand Paul, and there's always people online like, well, they deserve it then, don't they? Like, no, do they? Not a flood. Yeah, who gets a flood? The Old Testament gets a flood. No, but listen to me right now. Nobody deserves Rand Paul.
No, sir. No,
Nobody.
Look, you got Mitch McConnell and Rand Paul. As far as I know, Mitch McConnell's neighbor never tackled him and broke some of his ribs. I ain't defending that behavior. I'm just saying one's neighbor, if you had to live next door to him and see him every day, it'd be a temptation. That's all I'm saying. You shouldn't do it. You should fight it. You shouldn't do it.
I'm just saying Rand Paul goes out of his way to find new and different repulsive ways to be an asshole. He ain't just like Lindsey Graham. It's like, I'll just be old school Republican asshole, duplicitous, just sort of kissing up to the worst president ever. Or Mitch McConnell, a Machiavellian, or a damn old. Yeah, there's plenty of ways to be assholes, and then Rand Paul is just. It doesn't even make sense. Some of the way. I mean, it doesn't seem like anybody's getting out of the way. Anything out of the way. It doesn't seem like anybody's getting out it don't seem like nobody's getting nothing out of the way. Rand Paul is being an asshole. That was a needlessly complicated statement.
I don't know if I completely understood it, except you said he's a butthole. I agree with you there.
Yeah, I'll just leave it there.
Yeah.
He's a real bad butthole. Give money to Kentucky.
Yeah, they need it right now. If you're able to help, please do. Lord knows they need it. And God bless all of them. And like I said, I'm thinking about all of y'all and their upstairs neighbors, and you'll get through this, but yeah, we need your help right now. Is it who's Miss McConnell really mad at? Is he mad at the Schumers, or is he mad at Manchin's? Because who really did it, right?
Do you think he's mad a little at himself?
I think it's been forever, a little bit, yeah, but at the same time, a little.
Oh, I messed up so bad. I can't do him too good.
That's good enough, yeah.
Just him looking in a mirror. You fucked up this time, Mitch.
Hey, yeah, but
I hate you. That's him hitting himself in the head. Stupid.
He sat down with the veterans from Kentucky. Said, "Oh, we got you taken care of. Don't you worry about that." Lied to him to the face. That's from what I understand, that's what he did. Look, it's awful that the same-sex couples are going to have to suffer through. They're going to throw a fit. Look like they might have had enough Republicans to do the right thing for a change. But that one, at least, you got enough Republicans that'll never vote for it and they can throw a fit about it. That one, sadly, it makes sense for them to a few of them anyway, to show their rear end on that opportunity. But not giving money to... health care, what's I don't see how it works out for them. I don't see how I don't see that. They're mad. Yeah, I get it. Mad as hell. Why take it out on them? Last person you need to take it out on. Last ones. Of course, they won't even look at the police that saved their lives. On the sick, they won't even look at them in the face at work. So I can't put nothing past these Republicans, whatever they are these days. I guess they still call that. I don't know why. Can't believe they used to call myself that. If Biden's better, it's he still got COVID.
I think it's almost gone.
Almost gone. He could have had it for a while. I don't know how would anybody know. Sniffles?
I don't know how we'll ever know for sure if it's really gone. When he stood out there in his coat, he's like, "Hey, everybody, just want to tell you that." I mean, he's saying, the point of that was say, I got COVID, but I don't feel too bad. But if instead he was saying, like if you turn the sound down and he's going, I got COVID, I got about 6 hours left. Sorry, I'm not feeling too hot right now. May not be making much sense. It would look the same. I'm his ghost. I'm the ghost of Joe Biden. But it'd be the same exact shot. I'm not anti-Joe Biden. Y'all know that. Every once in a while on here we go down one of these roads where it sounds like we're anti-Joe Biden, but we're not really. I'm excited. The crackling electricity of a Joe Biden appearance behind the microphone is just, I can't tear myself away from the television. I can't wait for this campaign season to get started. Oh boy, it'd be right after November, right? I can't wait. Can't wait. See him hit the trail.
I just realized something about Joe Biden today. I didn't even think about it because, just figure president, they all do the same, same sort of stuff. Sit behind the desk side stuff, play golf. With all this Trump mess going on with golf, I was like, wait a minute, Biden don't. I mean, he literally I got my issue with Biden, but I'm supporting him. I'd be better than what we had. I'll still say that as bad as things are. That's my opinion. And people get mad at me if they won't. Go for it. That's fine. But the man don't play golf. I ain't never seen him play golf. He got a couple of notches up for me. He ride the train, right? They don't like, do you want to play golf, ride train? I want to go ride train.
He rides trains. He has giant dogs.
Oh, bicycles, yeah.
He rides bicycles, which I think that's actually impressive.
I couldn't ride I can't ride a bicycle at my age, so good for him if he can't. I mean, he does it better. I mean, he has his mess ups. I guess he falls over something, but still get back up and get on it. That's even more impressive to me.
Yeah.
Him going by is impressive, but then everybody says, oh, he fell down, look at him, he don't know. But like someone his age to fall down on a bicycle, then turn around and get back, to me, that just impressed me more, I'll be honest with you. Fall down, sure. He's 102 years old. Of course he's going to fall down on a bicycle. Should have known better to get on it, but look, he gets right back on it, and there he goes.
He gets right back up. He should not be on it. It's incredibly dangerous, foolhardy, but he gets right back up. Gets right back up.
Yeah. Something to be said for that, I guess.
Something. I don't know what. Just him remembering his stop on the train is impressive. Can you help me? I'm supposed to be
president.
I'm the president. Can you help me find my way home? Listen, folks, this is not funny. I'd be mad if somebody else is saying this stuff because I'm a hypocrite. If some Republican was making these, I'd be like, man, you need a slap across the face. I don't advocate violence.
No, I don't want to do that. No.
But I'd think it.
You thinking one thing and then acting on it, that's the fine line that you got to walk. That's like I said. If Rand Paul lived next door to me, I'd probably look at him every now and then coming across the yard, Can you imagine what he'd say to you half the time, commenting on your yard or whatever it is, move your car? Well, who knows? Just neighborly things. It would be an awful worst neighbor I can think of. Now, I'm going to think about running over there and tackling him. I'm going to think about it, but I ain't going to do it. No better than do it.
It wouldn't even be passive aggressive with Rand Paul. Hey, I don't like that bush. However he talks. I don't like it's looked better. Just a terrible person.
And tell him I don't like that bush on your head.
You having a party? Just a terrible person. No, it's just my family lives here. I don't know. The neighbor could be terrible. But I'll tell you something. Not as terrible as Rand Paul.
No. Couldn't be. Not possible.
Could not be. Could be the worst neighbor in the world. Better than Rand Paul.
They could deserve each other. That could be the case. But one's a little less deserving than the other. That's for sure.
I don't know this exact story. I shouldn't bring this up. Well, I guess we don't know the exact story on a lot of stuff we bring up. I was watching these clips online. People were saying, oh, Joe Biden looks different. It was this one press conference, the other press conference. Look, his eyes are different. His eyes did look different. But I'm like, well, maybe they changed something. Maybe I'm being fooled by a conservative. But there are conspiracy theories out there that Joe Biden, of course, is dead. I don't know that that's a conspiracy theory so much as just evidence-based deduction. But some people think that they're deep fakes. They were saying, "Oh, look at this." I was reading these on Twitter. People, no, look at the ears, or whatever. I don't believe that the Joe Biden at that press conference was a deep fake, but he does at different times look like someone, like a ransom letter of a face. Like people just cut out different parts of Joe Biden's face from magazine pictures from the last 30, 40 years and just put them together in different ways depending on when you see it, with different eyes. Somebody else's eyes sometimes. Or like that one press, his eyes are pretty wide. Now, maybe I have been fooled by a conservative, meme. Wouldn't be the first time. But it did look a little bit like he was in Shark Tale and they tried to de-age him. But somebody from the community college did it.
Well,
the wrong community college.
Couldn't they? Now, first off, everybody got that comparison to that old movie Dave. Everybody say that movie Dave. Well, Dave was president, and then another Dave come in and looked just like him. Uh-huh. Remember that one? That's in everybody's head now because that stupid movie come out. It ain't no good. It's a waste of time. Too many Daves. I don't need one. Just having the president named Dave is funny by itself. You don't have to have one come in and replace him. Just makes it more confusing.
Hey, Dave.
Yeah. But anyhow, people see that, and they get, something stupid. They got to think about it. Oh, they could be doing this now, then, the crazy stuff. But don't they, old people now, not me, but old people that go on TV a lot, don't they give them shots of stuff in the face? The Botox. They put the Botox in the face.
Him definitely.
Well, couldn't it have been that? Like, he's extra, less puffy, his eyes ain't open, what do you need? You got a doctor out there, and remember, we done talked many times about them White House doctors. That's the best one.
D.C. doctors.
D.C. doctors there. He going to have every kind of shot in the book for your face.
But then we found out about, what's that idiot from Texas doctor, the idiot doctor that was Obama's doctor?
We thought, one time we thought, the White House doctor is best it could be. And then this one, who was Obama's doctor, he ended up, he's the one, I think, saying, isn't he one of the people saying Joe Biden dead? I mean, he might as well be saying that.
He probably is.
He said things just as crazy, if not that in particular. He ended up being, and then everybody said, like Joe Donnie, oh, he's an alcoholic. That always ends up coming out, usually at some point, and that's what they said about this doctor. But, White House doctor, I didn't know you sneak off. I guess you know how to drink all that and not let it show in your face. Well, of course it's not going to show in your face. Put them shots in it.
Put the Botox in it, get that Biden forehead or whatever part of his face it used to be. I'd rather have, instead of that doctor, idiot Texas doctor, Obama doctor, I'd rather have the doctor from Cannonball Run.
He smelly finger. Better pull that finger out, stick up your ear.
This is what we're... Folks, if you're getting these references, then you've found your new home for podcast entertainment. Also, there's plenty of people who think that Joe Biden is portrayed by an actor. I'm like, why would they get this actor?
To make him look. Joe Biden is trying to do his best. Look, he got a mess, Lord knows. Some of it he's handling good, some of it he may not be. Fist bumping Saudi Arabia.
I take him stickers off the damn. Yeah, he did fist bump Saudi Arabia. We should have.
And I ain't defending him for that at all. But like him and Saudi Arabia, he went over there to fist bump so he can get oil, so people can be able to afford gas. Now we know why he did it. It's still ultimately, I guess, to help him so he doesn't lose midterm, whatever the hell, But still, the point was going over there and get oil. Russia ain't going to give oil no more. You got to go over there and get it from them. Whether he should or not, now, I ain't agreeing with it. I'm willing to suffer instead of, having a murderer help me out. But so be it when you're president. You're friends with murderers. That's part of what your job is. But anyhow.
We wouldn't have said, I will say, we wouldn't have been like, Trump, you got to be friends with murderers. I think we would have been a little harder on Trump.
No, we would have. That's what I was about to be hard on him right now, because right now, here's Saudi Arabia. He's playing golf with him, and it ain't to get gas in people's cars. No, it's to be, and I'm being hard on Biden. I don't agree with that. I'm just saying I know why he's doing it, but that don't make an excuse. It don't make me feel any better about the situation, and I sure as hell ain't going to defend it for it. But right now, Saudi Arabia and Trump, that money ain't to help the American people. That money ain't to go in nobody's gas tank. That to go in his damn pocket, period. Because he lost every other golf thing that he had. PG, ain't want nobody have nothing to do with him. Fellow murderers, they got something to do with him. That's the difference. I don't agree with either one. But it's like Rand Paul and his neighbor. Which one's worse than the other? Both are bad. One's a little worse than the other, in my opinion.
I know that there's some early 2000s nostalgia starting out, emo revival, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't expect to hear Trump go fire don't melt steel.
A lot of things we don't understand about 9/11 still. I think we know pretty much most of it at this point.
They never got to the bottom of that.
They never did. Of course, you asked him a few years ago or something, they Saudi Arabia. They did it. I saw them on the roof and jumping and hollering. They were all Saudi Arabians. Yeah, at one time, but now, not too sure. First off, just don't take his word on anything, no matter what it is. If you ask someone about something, whatever, he's not the person to ask. You don't want to ask him about nothing.
Here's what still confuses me about Trump, and I know that I'm so tired of talking about Trump and all the little Trumpies, but we keep doing it on here to some folks' chagrin. But we'll never know. Does he really believe that we never got to the bottom of 9/11, just like someone who had never been fucking president?
Hey.
Or is he trying to is he like, oh, that's the thing I can go to cover up being this Saudi Arabia golf tournament? Or both? It just feels like sometimes he doesn't really, he might as well not have been president. Like if I really thought that we didn't get to the bottom of 9/11, which I know he's deflecting, but still, when I was president, I would have been, hey, can y'all tell me some of this shit? I don't even think he really took advantage of being president.
Well,
he's having to send out emails all the time. I need more money. He should have took care of that while he was in there.
Look at the stuff they did tell him, though. At a point, you don't want to hear it anymore. Russia helped get you elected, sir. They meddled in the election. I don't want to hear that. I think he was in, I don't know how many of those books. When you came in, you had to debrief the president on whatever the thing was, the FBI, CIA, looking at it. They're like, yeah, don't bring up that part. Just skip that. because he going to get in the mood.
I mean, that's what he was doing when they had to give his speech about 1/6. He was just skipping a lot.
Yeah.
He had a little speech, but he was like, get rid of that.
Get rid of that.
Sharpie that right out.
Yep.
It just goes to show you, everybody's like, we need to be speaking up to our elders. We need to be trying to drag them back to the truth. If Trump is like this, I'm pretty sure your Uncle Stu, if he became president, would come out the other side remarkably unchanged. That may not be true in every case because, again, like Rand Paul, Trump is sort of amazingly terrible and up his own ass. Famous narcissist. But even before he became president, really famous narcissist. So, listen, I don't mean to throw your Uncle Stu under the bus. He could be a great president, learn a lot, help the country, make Trump look like a real asshole.
He don't need no help with that.
It's just, the conspiracy theories, I just don't understand why you have to have conspiracy theories about Biden. Oh, you have an actor. Who's the actor? Patrick Cranshaw?
Oh.
Somebody got that. I don't know why. He's just old. Like, why do you need a theory to explain this? It's right there. They would say, people who believe conspiracy theories, they just feel like a lack of control in the modern world. They need to be in control of the narrative, have explanations for why things happen. He's old. That makes me feel like I really understand what's happening and I'm in control of the situation. Like, oh yeah, he's real old. America's oldest president.
That's him, yeah.
Yeah. Josh Hawley has a book coming out called Manhood.
Uh-huh.
You don't need to say anything else about that.
That pretty much take care of itself. It's going to be a big book. There's going to be a lot in there written about it. How it's going to be...
I don't know the size of Josh Hawley's Manhood, but...
Yeah. Probably a novella then.
Probably a quick read. It is amazing they had that footage of him running away. And whoever's putting this show on, the 1/6.
Do you know who putting that show on? That's Liz Cheney. It's not so much amazing that they got the footage, it's that they showed it over and over again. Look at this one. Remember him outside? The fist pump, remember him? Look at him here. Uh-huh. There he goes.
Things are terrible, but Josh Hawley running, Manchin being an asshole for us for a change. Think gas prices going down. I took another I did that sticker off. But you ever think about doing little stickers of yourself, Jackie? Like a little sticker of you going, I did that, and pointing that, and we can put it all over everywhere.
I don't want that nowhere. What do you mean? What are you going to put that on? I don't want stickers. I mean, nowhere. It's bad enough for years it is to go put stickers of me on cars and things. I don't want to put stickers of me nowhere.
They said John Kelly shoved Ivanka. Okay, listen, I know we talk about him all the time. We've done it here. One of the problems I had with watching the 1/6 committee is all these people talking about how terrible Trump is and everything. Like, I'm just sick of them. I'm sick. It was sort of fun at first. Occasionally, some of these books come out and go, that's funny. Somebody had to talk to Trump. It sucks for them. They took this job with Trump, and now their life was miserable. That's funny. Now, I don't even get much enjoyment out of that anymore. And who's going to read Jared Kushner's book, Breaking History, a White House Memoir? And here we are talking about it. I just said the title. I don't ever want to hear about Jared Kushner or Ivanka Trump or John F. Kelly. And these are some of the, people who aren't Giuliani. Who is Chad Wolf? Did we like him at one point? I feel like at one point he did something good, and we were like, yeah, Chad Wolf. And then later we're like, no, fuck Chad Wolf. Or maybe it was fuck Chad Wolf the whole time. I don't know. I don't even want to go back and look at it.
First and foremost, there's too many of them to keep up with. I don't want to know. Like, you've already named what feels like 23 people on here. I know it ain't that many, but it feels that many. I don't want to hear about none of them.
And they're all terrible in different ways. It's like if Flash's Rogues Gallery had absolutely no charisma. It's like, well, does that mean bad guys? Yeah, and I don't want to read about none of them.
And people patting Mike Pence on the back. Hero, bull hockey. Bill Barr, hero, bull hockey. They don't want to go jail.
I mean, it does suck that their, life was threatened, but.
Well, I'm not saying their life should have been threatened again. Going back to whether you like somebody or not, just think it twice. If you really want to hang somebody, think twice before you go in the Capitol building and take a dump in the rotunda.
I mean, that's just good advice in general.
Full of easy answers. Just pick the ones that you like best. And all the other easy answers are wrong. They've got it all wrong, despite what the experts say. I know they're wrong. I heard it in a song, the song playing in my head. I bought a set of easy answers. I had them tailor-made for me. I don't leave nothing up to chance, so you're wrong. I know that you're wrong, despite all the sense you make. I know you're wrong, and I've known it all along, but I heard about it yesterday. And all you brainless sheep, I know your minds are too weak. The truth's a heavy weight, trying to sink a deep fake. So I know you're wrong. You've got it all wrong, despite what the experts say. I know they're wrong, and I heard it in a song. The song playing in my head.
Well, that sounds pretty good, I think. Yeah, that's now. Easy Answers is the name of that song, and it's on a, what is it now, record? What do you call it? A computer, what is it?
A computer record.
It's on a computer record called Easy Answers, and that's by our friend here with us, joining us today, Mr. Seth Timbs. How you doing there?
Doing good, Jackie. How are you?
Well, about the best you can do these days. Things are awful.
Yeah.
Things are terrible out there. You just try to, get through the day best you can, I guess. I hope you're doing the same.
Well, I am.
You can't have knee-jerk pessimism in 2022. You got to just say, all right, well, nobody took a shot at me today.
Yeah.
I'm
it's
still
just
alive.
Normal knee-jerk pessimism for me. It's a fairly normal state of mind. So I didn't have to, I wasn't jarred into it. It's part of me. So it just felt like more.
It's there for good now.
Yeah, it's there for good. It's really worn in.
Well, I understand you musicians types need to suffer or whatever to play a song sometimes, isn't it? Is that how it is or
It's
something?
a
I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, You got to suffer.
How much suffering did you do for this record, would you say? That's the new record, Easy Answers, by Seth Timbs, who suffered greatly.
Well, the title would suggest not very much. So
that's true. Easy.
Yeah. And
answers.
Yeah, they're right there. So I guess not very much. Now that you bring it up, maybe I ought to have suffered more greatly. I'll try to do that for the next one.
Well, you don't do any suffering and listening to it. It's pretty good. Now, for those of y'all that don't know,
which is most
Seth Timbs, Seth, you do this song on here every time when we finish talking about the awful mess, and before we start doing the sponsors. That's a Seth Timbs playing that song, and if I remember correctly, it's called Magic Cowboy. I'm a big fan of that, and a lot of our listeners are too.
That's good to know. Well, I appreciate you guys doing that pretty much every episode. I listen to pretty much every episode, and I hear it on pretty much every episode.
Well, some musicians like to hear themselves. That's fine, yeah.
I like that you never asked us for one dime for that song.
No.
We played it for hundreds of episodes now, just completely free.
Yeah.
We're not helping music or people boycotted Spotify. We're out here ripping people off left and right. Well, just you.
Right.
Just him and another guy, so it's not that many.
Well, now I feel like
Spotify is ripping off lots and lots of people. Me and you's ripping off 2 people. That's it.
Yeah, that's not too bad. I feel like I might end up owing you $25 for this spot, though, but we'll see.
We can settle that up. We'll figure out how to do that. I don't know how you got to have the Beblo on your phone.
I got the Beblo.
And Dunlap can do that. I don't have a Beblo. I don't know how it works. I ain't got a phone.
I got the Beblo and the friend pay and all that. So
all right,
yeah.
So when someone gets on the computer and want to hear this, which you all should, he's very good. He's a very talented musician. That's my humble opinion, I say. They get on the computer. Where all do they go on the computer to hear where it's at and stuff?
Well, you can just go on to all the places. Apple Music has it. Bandcamp has it. Amazon has it. Spotify has it. All those.
Is it on Chachi's?
It better be. It better be on Chachi's.
Well, make sure it's on Chachi's. If it's going to be on all there, might as well be on there,
you
too.
You got to be nowadays. You just about got to be.
Yeah.
Right.
Did you, speaking of suffering, you're from Murfreesboro.
That's true.
People may not know that, and I think that would make listeners, aside from the high quality of your song, want to go out and support an actual Murfreesboro
born and raised
musician.
I am a Murfreesboro product. I'm one of the I grew up right off the square there, and
I knew you since you was a youngin'. I knew you was playing with little turtles and things, Ninja Turtles and things, when you was just a youngin'. Yeah,
that's true, Jackie. That's true.
A comic book or something. I don't remember if it was.
Well, I'd come in there to the store, and you had that rack of comic books, most of them bent over, where everybody had pulled them down, to see what was behind, and and
there wasn't nothing behind it. It's just the comic books in there, yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes you say like, well, this one's Green Lantern, but what's behind that? Oh, that's Batman or whatever,
I see. Just another funny book behind you, the funny book in front of you.
And then, so.
He stopped ordering. He stopped getting new ones in and just left them old ones in there and never sent them back to get the money. And they's in there for a bunch of years. So kids like Seth probably go in there and draw like
right. And they would
pornographic
still be there.
Images on Green Lantern.
Yeah, they'd still be there. I mean, I went in there a few years ago, and I was like, shit, that's a really old Daredevil.
Yeah. And it'll be there. I'm not exactly sure what's happened with Jackie's store right now, if it exists in this timeline or anything like that, but I'm pretty sure if it does.
Oh, that's right.
There's old Richie Rich Millions in there.
I forgot that time has been disrupted and thrown all akimbo recently because of the oops or alls.
We're trying to figure it all out ourselves. Everything, we're all in kind of an odd state being here. Yeah,
you're a guest. You shouldn't have to keep up with any of this, and neither should the listeners. Honestly,
Right?
Yeah.
Well, we really shouldn't even know that it's happening to us. It's just one continuous thing. You guys are telling us about a phenomena that you yourselves are creating. Mm-hmm. And we shouldn't have any awareness of that at all. We should just be going, what are you talking about? The
fact that you know any of this, to me, makes it seem like you're about to blink out of existence.
I feel like Doctor Who explaining myself to myself.
Well, I won't say I appreciate you listening, but you describing it makes it sound like it's either Alex Jones or Art Bell or something. I hope we're not that bad.
I miss Art Bell.
I wouldn't mind being Art Bell, I'll be honest.
No.
That was late night flying saucer show, right?
Yeah, and he played a lot of Crystal Gale, which was nice.
Oh, yeah, she's good. Yeah.
He liked Crystal Gale a whole lot.
Well, who don't like Crystal Gale?
He'd have these sign-offs, at the end of a segment where he'd be like, there you go. Irrefutable proof that werewolves are real. And now, the inimitable Crystal Gale. And then he would play "Don't It Make My Brown Eyes Blue" or something like that.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Well, that's a good one.
That's
the one you're going to go to, probably.
What happened to Art Bell? Do any of us know? Is he still okay?
He's died. I don't think he's with us anymore.
He's not okay if he did. Well, maybe these days he are better off. I don't know. He's doing fine, I guess.
Right.
You're right. Musicians are depressing.
I'm pretty sure that's true. I'm pretty sure that he's not with us anymore. If I'm wrong,
well, he ain't on the radio. He might as well be. He ain't on the radio, so you might as well be. Yeah.
I think he's. Yeah.
That reminds me, Seth. You're a piano player.
Yeah.
Right. Did you play all the instruments on this record?
On this one, I do. Yeah, I do.
Dang. But as a piano player, I'd like to try to settle this right now. Could you play Jackie's funeral?
Why?
I mean, just while we're talking, I might as well get this tied up while
I thought a musician was the one supposed to be all suffering, depressed. What the hell are you talking about? No, I don't want to play any of that now. Hell, I wouldn't mind you playing something, but I'd want you to play. Can you play like a little ragtime kind of, that I want to like a wait.
Have ragtime at your funeral. Why?
Because the other gospel stuff is depression. I want a little ragtime. Everybody just, a little ragtime,
Yeah, do you know what ragtime is?
There you go.
All right. Okay, well, we got it settled. Seth
I'm gonna play.
has been banned from playing at Jackie's funeral, but if he does, it has to be ragtime.
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
Play a little bit. I'm going to act like I'm laying in the coffin. Just do a little something for us right there on the piano.
Hang on. I got to set the phone down. So.
Yeah. All right. Now, why?
That's a little more.
Why? What?
That's not really ragtime, but it's a.
Well, either way, I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to be dead to that. That's good. Thank you.
I teared up.
I've heard that a lot. Yeah.
Yeah.
It really felt like you wasn't still here for a second, Jackie, but then I realized you were.
Well, I want something like that. Maybe a little more ragtime. But still,
I'll work on it.
Cheer everybody up.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you work on it. Get back to me. If I'm still alive, maybe we'll figure it out. I have to be dead for you to get the job, so I don't.
Yeah. Well,
this is why you need to do this ahead of time and work out all the kinks, so that your kids ain't stuck with it.
Well, yeah.
Imagine Jackie Jr. trying to figure this out.
Well, he sure as hell wouldn't want to hear any damn ragtime. I know that.
Art Bell passed away in 2018.
Oh, that's right.
Well, rest your soul. Maybe, can we get a little more ragtime?
Oh, I got to run.
Set the phone down.
Now. You want to hear
little for Art Bell.
This is.
I'll try to. I don't know. Don't it make my brown eyes blue? But well, hang on, man.
If we had a doctor on here, you wouldn't ask him to take a look at you.
Do what now? You wouldn't do what?
I was just talking to Jackie.
Oh, okay. I can't. I'll play you out here in a minute.
Okay.
When we come,
all right.
Maybe at the end of the segment, whatever that is.
I think these interviews are going good, and I'm glad we're doing them now.
Well, yeah.
I'm glad to be the unwanted third wheel of this whole thing.
Oh, not at all. Neither he or I can play piano, so Art Bellby wouldn't get nothing on here at all. It's just us.
And really, you could just do what I do, except you could play little riffs. Just
little riffs.
So, yeah, you could do everything I could do, plus play the piano. So now, I'm probably on my way out.
Let's get back to Easy Answers for a moment. That's your new music computer thing.
New record by
computer record. Now, you mentioned earlier you played every instrument on it. What are all them instruments?
Oh, well, piano, guitar, bass, drums. That's about it. And singing.
That's all you need.
That's all you need, that's about it. There might be a little accordion or something here and there, but it's pretty much those four.
Well, again, though, you got to know how to do those four to do anything.
That's
so,
true. That's true. That's right. You can't get licensed to do other instruments until you got those four down.
That's right. Yeah.
Not in Nashville, anyway. That's
They're strict up there.
Well, there's licensure. I think it's it's not legal to own property here unless you pass a certain guitar Q course where you just know at least your basic guitar chords. They won't let you. They won't a realtor turn you down. They won't.
That's why they got all those guitar players lined up on the street.
That's right.
There.
That's right.
Yep. Learn how to do it for you.
Right.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard enough to try to get a house nowadays. On top of that, I got to take lessons.
For Metro Davidson County, I think you do. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, I stay down here in Murfreesboro then.
Yeah, that's smart. That's smart. Yeah. Speaking of Murfreesboro, I have a bone to pick with whoever it was. This is old news, I guess, but I still am a little angry at whoever it was that took. I guess it was Wikipedia themselves that removed the Red State Update Wikipedia page, which I feel is a grave injustice perpetrated by history revisionists, I'm going to say, ommissionists. How are we going to know about...
How are we going to know?
All of us. You
literally, Yeah, because we can't remember half of that stuff. It happened so long ago.
Young people won't remember, all manner of things. Murky Shellback's boat parade around the square, and 3 sticks of candy, and greeters or pre-greeters, and all manner.
I'd love to know what happened to all of them.
All those things, and the Sullivan McKinley feud that brought the town to its knees. That I know a lot of people would just soon forget about that, but
it's history of the way. A lot of history's being lost, and it's wicked tedious.
Right.
I think Guy Lancaster, who devoted a great deal of time of his own personal time. We didn't pay him anything. He did all the writing on there, keeping up with it.
All for nothing now.
And but I think they moved what he did to some other place or something. I don't know what the name of it is.
Right.
You move on one. It ain't a place where people go to on computer, wherever it is.
A Wikipedia rejects page. There's some sort of rejects archive of Wikipedia.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where you find Red-State Update. Well, I hope that's never where you find Easy Answers.
The new record by Seth Timbs.
Yes, you need to listen to it. We're going to hear one more song on here.
Yeah.
Seth.
You got it.
What?
I'm sorry, Jackie. I didn't mean to interrupt, but this next song that we're going to play is called More Candy.
More Candy.
I stepped on you. And you got to push that for Halloween. Halloween's coming up before you know it. After Labor Day, it's Christmas.
Right.
And then the first half is Halloween. So that's a perfect Halloween song. More candy. Like I Want Candy. Doesn't have nothing to do with boogers, but people play it at Halloween. So I think you can get some of that good Spotify money, get on one of them Spotify Halloween playlists.
Yeah.
If they got all them stores, you see them to open up just on Halloween with all the masks and the costume, you know what I mean? Those stores. And usually they just to play, like, a ghost or whatever, something like that. You need to go take your easy answers into those come Halloween time, which is they still start it way too early. Shouldn't start till October, at least
I don't think so.
early to mid, but, it's September, so it's be in a month or two. It'll be ready. So get it ready. Just drive them around, because they just put them everywhere. If there's an empty building, they'll just sell a bunch of jack-o'-lanterns, everything Halloween. Go. And I know you're busy, man, but I ain't telling you how to do your business, but maybe just, take that easy answer on a computer to all those places. Tell them, play this. People get tired of hearing a wolf howling over and over again.
That's right. And monster parties and so forth. Yeah. Like all that.
Yeah. Heard that enough.
We've heard that enough, yeah. But you guys like that stuff. You're good at it. You make your own monster songs. And
we got a couple, I think, a couple, 2 or 3. Yeah, everybody should have at least a couple monster songs in them. I'm sure you do.
I don't. I'm realizing now that I don't, Jackie, and I need to work. I need to, because as you brought up the season, here comes the season. So I've got to start making it if I want to catch. You could probably use that Halloween dollar.
Use a couple more songs besides More Candy, get it just more
that
monsters.
I can slip that in there. It's not real, particularly pertinent lyric-wise, but who listens to lyrics anyway? They're just going to hear the candy part and go like, oh, yeah, Halloween.
Sure.
Candy. Yep. Maybe I can do a remix version where you guys are eating candy on top of it. I know some people really don't like that, but that would be...
No, people don't like to hear us eat. On a record, on a computer, on a phone, anywhere. Real life in a restaurant. Yeah.
I'm not as averse to the mouth sounds as some people are.
Well, we appreciate that. Thank you.
If you put out a Halloween record and you call it mouth sounds, I think you're really going to sew up the TikTok generation. I think they're really come
because they love that. I know my kids how inured they are to mouth sounds, and they don't mind them at all. They don't find that kind of thing. Yeah,
that's what Euphoria is about, I think.
Well, let's hear a few more mouth sounds from Mr. Seth Timbs here on More Candy.
Candy, they want more candy, but not like anything they've ever tasted before. Something different than the stuff they get at the store. Candy, what's your favorite candy? What do you reach to for comfort or advice? Does it have a name? Does it have a price? As sweet as can be, a taste you can see, a sound you can touch, so real inside a dream. Take what you need, if you need it indeed. All else is greed, and the greedy feed on all the candy. It's all fine and dandy, as long as you're swimming in that good old sugar high. Not knowing what or how or when or where or why. And candy, it's what they're demanding, though the sweetness turns to saccharine on the tongue. It's a taste you can see, so real inside your dream. Take what you need, if you need it indeed. All else is greed, and the greedy feed. All the candy. Along the way you might be tempted to bite off a little bit more than you can chew. But what else could you do? Ooh, with all this candy, it's what they're demanding. Though that sweetness turns so saccharine on your tongue, it turns out it only tastes delicious while you're young. Sweet as can be, a taste you can see, a sound you can touch, so real inside your dream. So take what you need,